Does your game run like this? Want it to run like this instead? Keep watching till the end to find out how.
Hello everyone, Lock and Load here. Today I'll be teaching you various ways that you can utilize to improve Warzone Mobile's performance. This will help you get a higher frame rate and a faster touch response. We'll be covering most major smartphone brands in this video, and most of the parts will be aided by a visual guide. Now let's start this video before I get sniped for camping the intro too long.
So, the first section, universal tips. These are extremely simple and easy, and you will see great improvements to your game's performance. The first one is to open settings, go into the display subcategory, and you will see a setting regarding touch sensitivity or a screen protector mode. Turn this on. It boosts the touch sampling rate of your phone, and in simple terms, it makes your phone pick up touch quicker, decreasing touch latency. The second tip, as Warzone Mobile is quite performance hungry and eats up a lot of RAM, close any apps that run in the background. These could be apps with a permanent notification, or apps like a screen recorder or a performance indicator that overlay above the game. The second section, things to not do. A lot of YouTubers often misguide players by telling them about settings that would actually be detrimental to game performance, making it worse instead. Let me save you from those traps. The first one, going into developer options to enable Force 4x MSAA. This would not even affect Warzone Mobile as it's Vulkan only and doesn't use OpenGL. But for any games that do, it will only worsen performance. The second one, extracting configuration files to the Android data folder. This will not even work and the game might think you are cheating and hand you a ban faster than you can say, "But I was just trying to get better frames." Lastly, for the love of God, do not enable any RAM extension features. These may help in the short term, but will cause long-term damage as it hurts the health of your phone storage, slowing it down. This section is dedicated to only Samsung phones. Skip to the given timestamps for your brand. If it's not in this list, it was not included due to a lack of popularity or availability. The first thing you'll want to fix on a Samsung is the very aggressive throttling they are known for. To do this, head to Gaming Hub, known as Game Launcher on older versions of One UI. Tap the three dots on the top right and click Game Booster. Scroll down until you see Labs. Open it and enable alternate game performance management. This causes your phone to use a little more battery but greatly improves performance. Next up, you'll pay a visit to the Galaxy Store and search for Game Plugins. This is what the app listing looks like. Install this and open it. Download the Game Booster Plus and Priority Mode plugins. Enable both and head inside Game Booster Plus. Click on Warzone Mobile and switch it to max FPS if you wish to keep things simple. If you're feeling a bit adventurous and want to tweak things like a mad scientist, trial and error your way to the best settings, here's an explanation of the sliders once you enable custom mode. Graphics quality. This slider determines the game's visual quality. The lower you drag it, the worse the resolution, making the already mid graphics of Warzone Mobile even worse. It does have pretty sweet FPS gains though. Max FPS. Fairly straightforward. Lower it to prevent throttling and max it out for the highest possible frames. Frame booster. Increasing the FPS in FPS counters, but the game feels less smooth. Won't recommend enabling. This wraps up the Samsung sections, and now next up is Oneplus, or any ColorOS based phone really, including Realme's and Oppo's. For all the OnePlus users out there, this is a walk in the park compared to Samsung shenanigans. To get started, open the Games app, three dots, Settings, and turn on Gaming Tools if it isn't enabled yet. Make sure Warzone Mobile shows up inside this app's game list. If it doesn't, add it. Open Warzone Mobile and swipe downwards on the top left or the top right of your screen. If it's a Realme, you have to swipe to the right on the top left side. Switch to Pro Gamer mode and click the arrow on the right side and set touch response to Ultra. Exit the menu and now swipe down and open touch optimization and change these to your preferences. Again, go back and swipe down. This time to GPU settings. Go down inside GPU settings and set texture quality to performance to sacrifice quality for frames. This setting and some others might be unavailable depending on your device model. Use whatever is available. Oh, and one last thing, go into settings, navigate to battery and find high performance mode and enable it. The smart stand for Oneplus, and we'll now start the next section. And we are back again to slightly more complex devices. For these phones, you'll find the security app and navigate to Game Turbo inside the app. Once you're in Game Turbo, move around until you have Warzone Mobile selected. Click on the button that says Default below and select Custom. Select a lower refresh rate on the slider to prevent throttling, or if you want to save battery, max it out for the highest frames. You can leave the other settings alone except the ones I'll be telling you about. Scroll down and look for texture filtering quality. Set this to high speed and turn on optimized graphics. Now, head on over to additional settings and select custom. Tweak these sliders however you wish. Max them if you want to. Don't panic if you don't see the additional settings in Game Turbo. Some devices lack this, and for the others you can search for a guide on how to enable them, and it's a pretty simple process. That's about all there is specific to Xiaomi. For all the remaining phones here, this is going to be a breeze. Just do a quick swipe to the right from the top left side on the screen, and this should show a game mode menu. Enable performance mode or whatever it's named for you, and that's pretty much it. For Motorola, it will be a compass button to your left. If it's a Google Pixel, swipe down and there will be a controller icon. Click it and configure whatever you want to. This icon only appears if you install Warzone Mobile from the Play Store. iPhones, very straightforward. Go to Settings, General, Background App Refresh and disable it. Only do it while playing Warzone Mobile though, and beware of the fact that this setting could make you miss notifications from some apps. However, this game is decently optimized for iPhones and you shouldn't have problems running. This marks the end. That's pretty much all there was to talk about for this video. Hopefully your game runs faster and smoother. Still, it could never be as fast as your crush TV on Red. I'm not asking for much, just a like. And your undying loyalty. Subscribe for more Warzone Mobile content. Join our Discord server at discord.gg/livestat if you do happen to run into some troubles. This has been Lock and Load, going down.